everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Welcome, fabricators. Forgive my voice, a little bit hard, still getting over the flu over here. But what I wanted to talk to you today about is Fabric Capacity Copilots. Imagine if we could for a second. You want to use Copilot, but you want to offload that usage from your production Fabric capacity. Well, I got good news for you. We can do that today. So if you're a Power BI user using Copilot on Power BI Desktop, or if you're using Power BI in a premium workspace or a Fabric Capacity workspace, we can offload that utilization. Now, there's a couple interesting things to talk about. You can offload the Copilot on Power BI Desktop and in the premium per user workspace or Fabric Capacity workspace, no matter what. That's something to keep in mind. However, if you have data that you are utilizing in, say, a development or a UAT capacity that's below an F64, really, really key, then your Copilot usage in those developer experiences for data factory, data engineering, data warehouse, data science, real-time intelligence, and also data activator can all be offloaded to be able to utilize that Fabric Capacity Copilot. I love this because you don't have to adjust your workspaces or your items. All we have to do is assign users to this. So really, really key, really, really cool. But remember, if you're above an F64, this is going to your default Fabric capacity. But for those Power BI users, critically important that we set these up to offload this utilization in production. All right, enough talking about this. You know what I want to do. I don't want to tell you about it. I want to show you. So let's look at this together. So I'm going to start out in my Azure portal, and we're going to create a new Fabric capacity for this. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to use an existing group, bball fabric, and then I'm going to make my capacity name. We're going to keep it something simple, TFTF Capacity Copilot. You can see I'm using West US 3 region. That's important. We're going to come back to that soon. And I'm going to make this an F2 because I don't have to start off at something super high for my Fabric Capacity Copilot. I'm going to go ahead and create this. It's going to provision this, and let's go ahead and click into the resource. We can just see it's an F2, it's in West US 2. Now I'm going to come into my admin Fabric tenant, and I need to do some administrative things. So the first thing is I want to make sure we've got everything enabled that we need to. I'm going to go to Copilot. I'm going to validate that we've got Copilot experiences available, that we've got standalone access to Power BI Copilot experiences. And then I'm going to check that we can also designate capacities as Fabric Copilot capacities. Otherwise, what's the point of this video, right? So let's go to capacity settings. And I'm going to go to my Fabric capacity, and I'm going to select my TFTF Capacity Copilot. So let's go ahead and grab that. And you'll see it's going to take a second, but the Capacity Copilot appears. What if you didn't see that? This is the important thing. If you come over and you look at what your home region is, mine is West US 3. And that's very, very important for us to realize. And remember, when I was provisioning this, it was in West US 3. So for example, if I made a Fabric Copilot capacity in East US 2, Copilot capacity wouldn't show up. So if you're not seeing it, consider that make sure you're in the home region. Now I also need to include a group on this because I don't want to do this for my entire organization. And I've got a Fabric Copilot capacity users, and look at that handsome devil over there. I've got Bradley Ball sitting there. I'm going to take that group and I'm going to put that in there. So only people within this group will use my Copilot capacity. Important thing to keep in mind, you can assign people to multiple. However, it will only ever use the last capacity Copilot that you've ever assigned. Okay, so now let's generate some Copilot usage. I'm going to go to SQL databases. I'm going to go to my AdventureWorks LT that we set up when we were building our pre-con with the product group. Go check out that video on Translytical task flows. Link is down in the description of the demo. Anyway, I'm going to tell it something simple, write a query to get a list of the tables. This is actually using Copilot underneath the covers to be able to create this query. I just hit tab, I get my query. I'm going to hit select. There's an error. I know. I forgot to hit enter, and the select is actually in the comment line. So we're just going to comment that down, rerun this. You see it runs just fine. It was a good query. Copilot did its job. And it's going to return a list of tables. We're going to get our schema and also our table name. Now, I could keep going in here to generate Copilot, but let's go straight to the Copilot tab to make sure that this is a little more legit looking, okay? So let's go to Copilot. I'm going to go ahead and type get started, and then we're going to say something simple. Write a query that returns product review feedback, rows joined with product reviews. So this should be a two-table join, pulling back information on this. You can see I can just hit this button, insert the code. Now I'm just going to highlight this, and then I'll be able to select run, and we'll see our query come back with some results. Now we're building the two things here. Keep in mind, I'm running my SQL DB against my regular capacity, but I've also got my Copilot capacity running against my developer instance, because this is, both of these are F2s. Now let's go create a little more Copilot utilization. I could have used desktop for this. We're going to use the Copilot experience in Microsoft Fabric. And I'm going to stay with the same theme. I'm just going to say what report contains information about customer sentiment. This is going to spin for a little while. I will fast forward this so you don't have to wait through it, but it does take a little while to come through everything, and it returns 2 reports. Now I can go into those reports. We could do more, but at this point in time, I've got some things already done. So I'm going to come over and as my admin to my capacity metrics app, and I'm going to click in my capacity metrics report. Now I did run a refresh to make sure that all of this is in place. Here's my regular capacity that I'm using for everything. More on Fool'em later. I know you see the name, but we'll get to that a bit later. And I'm going to go to my TFTF capacity. And you can see there's a little bit of fabric magic right here. I have some utilization, and it is a mixed kind, and then a SQL DB native. And this makes sense because we did our queries in the Fabric SQL database environment, so it's DB native. And then we did our Power BI Copilot, and that showed up as Power BI service session as mixed. Okay, wonderful stuff. I really like this. And I think this is something that not enough people are using. And sometimes they get themselves into trouble with people who are experimenting with Copilot using that capacity information from their regular capacity. So sound off. You know where we want to keep this going? Down in the comments. Is this helpful? Did you know about Fabric Copilot capacities before you watched this video? Are you using them currently, or are you looking forward to using them? We'd love to hear from you. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on Tales from the Field. As always, be good to one another. Bye, everyone.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.